Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and today we've got items from my friends over at the Value Village here in Winnipeg, Manitoba for today's haul reveal. Now, if it's your first time visiting Richard's Corner, the aim of my channel is thrifty collecting, going to my favorite thrifty outlets for all these awesome goodies and showing you how much you can save by collecting the thrifty way. Value Village is just one of the many places that I go to here in Winnipeg. Now, today, a lot of visible things jumped out at me for this haul. A Spiderman figure, as well as I think it's a John Cena, and then a good mix of Mario, Sing, and some other goodness all around. So I'm really excited to share it with you. But before I do, I just wanted to make a short little vlog announcement here. First of all, I don't know if you noticed in my last haul reveal, which I'm going to link above here, but I started changing the way I'm showing my pricing, and a kind viewer, his name is Bart, he sent a comment to me and actually some emails as well back and forth about my pricing that may have been a little bit inflated, and I tried to explain to him that they were active listings and they included shipping, but he noted that in his location the shipping was much less. And when I looked at some listings that he cited as examples, I showed him that my shipping rate to my city was actually much more than what he thought. So it wasn't that I was misleading my viewers, but that my shipping cost actually varies your shipping cost. So now that I say price plus shipping, the shipping does vary. So depending on your location in the world relative to where that listing is, the shipping will vary. And for me, a lot of the listings I was finding the shipping between $17 to $25 just for shipping, let alone whatever collector's price they were charging for the actual item. So I hope that it clears up a little bit of things, and I hope that the new pricing is sort of speaking to you a little bit more and is more realistic as far as what people are asking, but then you also, as a collector, have to factor in the shipping cost when it comes to getting these awesome items online if you're not going to do the thrifty way. Also, I just wanted to shout out again, I've got another card up here that celebrated 100 subscribers. It was just a day later that I actually broke 3,500 views. Thanks again. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how grateful I am. But instead of doing a vlog so close, I thought that maybe another haul reveal was in order. So to celebrate 3,500 views, I'm going to do my haul reveal today. Again, thank you for everything, for the growth in my channel. I owe it to you guys, my viewers, and thank you for your continued love and support for Richard's Corner. With all that aside, vlog out of the way, let's get into the haul reveal, put everything on our tabletop, and let's check out what coolness I got today. So as you can see, we have everything laid out here. We've got obviously the big wrestling figure, we've got Donatello, we've got a nice little Yoshi here, Smurfette, Pikachu, Spidey, we've got Eddy from Sing, and then we've got 4 random little items that I'm probably not going to keep. So out of the haul today, I spent a whole $3.99 before tax or discount from Value Village. And there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keepers. So dividing the $4 by 7, it works out to be about 57 cents a figure that I'm keeping today. Now, why is that significant? Well, when you see some of the online pricing for some of these, especially the big guy, you're going to see just how far ahead I got. Though I am not worried about value myself, because I don't really flip these things, I do appreciate the value online, so that I can sort of see, yeah, as a thrifty collector, I'm really coming out ahead. And as you can see from my accumulating things in the background, going thrifty hunting has really paid off for me without breaking my budget. As a family guy, as a working individual, this is just the best way for me to collect items, and I hope it brings you encouragement for your own thrifty hunting. That being said, let's go look at the left side of the haul, because these are the things that I'm probably not going to keep. We've got this really strange, cute, but strange FRF top, and it looks like it's a spin top. So there's like a tug that goes through there. You push, you string it through, you pull it, and then it spins the top. So there's no way to really spin the bottom without that accessory. So it's not really useful for me. And although it is very cute, I can't really modify this or use it in its current state. So it's probably going to get returned into the donation bin. As well, we've got this really cute dental I guess giveaway. It's a bendy figure, kind of like Gumby. Actually, it reminds me of Gumby. If you don't know who Gumby is, it's a old school claymation cartoon. But yeah, it's kind of a neat bendy figure. It doesn't really stand very well. It's kind of just amusing, but it's very generic. There's nothing really to it other than it being a dental, kind of thing. Mr. Toothbrush, brush every day. So it's probably not going to stay in Richard's Corner's collection, unfortunately. This I was actually really curious about. It looks like it's a very creepy looking cat. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, and it does look like it's like a put together toy. So this was either a Kinder Surprise egg toy or part of a like a build kind of build set, right? But it is kind of an odd looking cat. It almost looks Transformer-ish, but it's not cute enough or cool enough for me to keep, unfortunately. It does have a little bit of articulation with his mouth, but yeah, it's probably not going to stick around. This guy I'm really on the fence with. He's kind of just a neat explorer kind of thing. There's no real... I can't really see any value in him. He's been very well loved. You can sort of see the scuffing. He's obviously a green figure underneath, and he's been painted the skin color over top. You know what? I am going to keep this, so it's going to adjust my math for the haul. So $3.99 divided by 8 figures would work out to even better, 50 cents a figure. But this guy is just a generic kind of, he looks just kind of like an explorer with a gun kind of, I'm not sure what he is. But it looks like he's missing some accessories, but he's just kind of a neat looking guy. Kind of a mystery. He doesn't have any markings to indicate what he might be. If you happen to know where this is from, if it's from a playset or something, then I'd love if you leave a comment below. You can sort of just see in the details in there, though, even though it's been well loved, I mean, it really does look cool. Like you can sort of see the awesome accessories that are molded on this guy. He's got, I think, 5-point articulation here, so just in the legs near the hip and then the shoulders and the head, but really not bad. So I think I will keep that guy. That guy ends up being a keeper, even if it is generic. It's a really nice looking generic toy. So if you happen to know, please leave a comment and I will appreciate that. But let's go with the remaining stuff here. Center it into our frame and sort of see what really cool stuff I managed to find out of this haul. So quite a varied amount of stuff here, and really vary in online pricing too. But let's start with the cute. We'll go to the cool after. So let's start off with our Sing figure here. Now, if you haven't actually seen Sing from 2017, this Eddy is actually played by John C. Reilly. He's a really cool actor, and the biography for him is that he's kind of the black sheep of a very wealthy family. Buster being the person who's trying to save the theater. This is actually his best friend, and but basically Eddy comes from a wealthy family, and he kind of lives in a pool house. They forced him in there because he was trying to make him more independent, but basically spends most of his days swimming and playing video games and doing nothing. But despite being a little bit more of a like lazy existence, he's actually really a loyal friend to Buster. So that's really cool. For me, that speaks to me as far as he's just kind of a lovable character. He's really well done. I love the McDonald's toys in general. They have a really nice texture to his jacket. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, look at that. You can see the spots in his jacket. Really subtle, but they're all in there. Nice striped shirt, a little bit of a lapel flower there, and you see the sheep wool sort of exuding from here. Like you can see his lazy shorts there and his sneakers and socks. Really cute character. But like I have a lot of these. I think a lot of them are going to be in my Overflow Marketplace soon. I might actually start doing some collection highlights of complete sets that I've done, and I think I have a few doubles of Eddy here. So this is from 2017, from the Sing Happy Meal toys. This is Eddy from that movie. Now this lovely character is another Smurfette from the McDonald's Smurfs: The Lost Village Happy Meal toys, and this is one of the Smurfettes. I don't think it's actually Smurfette per se. Maybe it is, but there is a whole like genre of Smurfs in that movie called the Smurfettes. So not Smurfette the character, but a whole bunch of other lady Smurfs, and I think this might actually be her playing the violin. I'll have to just double check that. But these toys would come in a a pair of two, and they would come in a nice little mushroom house. So you would actually build a village on your table with a bunch of these Smurfs running around. Very cute. These are mostly sold in pairs versus individually, but you can sort of see the nice little detailing that McDonald's put into this. As a Happy Meal goes, I've said in the past in other hauls that these are probably the most cheaply made ones because they put more effort into the houses versus the actual little figures that you use to display them. But they are cute nonetheless. They've gotten very minimal painting, so that's why I sort of, and very minimal as far as like the texturing. It's nice that they put a little extra effort in the hair and in the little details in her instrument. But overall, I mean, it is a very simplistic figure compared to other toys that they've made. Nonetheless, Smurfette is a really nice addition, and I am really accumulating a lot of these after doing a lot of these haul reveals. But stay tuned for probably a collection highlight video containing a lot of Happy Meal series here. But in the meantime, this is from Smurfs to Lost Village Happy Meals toys. This is one of the Smurfettes from that toy line. Now this awesome guy, very recognizable, that is Pikachu, and the significance of this is that it's actually made by Tommy, which is an awesome Pokemon figure manufacturer. That also makes this very expensive. If you've tried to find these individual ones in stores even today, they usually are sold, these small ones are usually sold in groups of 2 or 3, but they can run easily $20 or $30, which is really ridiculous. So me finding it for a whole 50 cents after dividing the cost of the haul by the number of keepers, this is a really awesome find. You can just sort of see, like, I love that the lighting catches just how beautiful Pikachu is made here. It's not just printed eyes. You can sort of see just a little bit of like detailing, you can sort of see the eyes are molded in there versus just being painted. So not only are they painted, but they also, you can sort of see the indent in the lines there. You can even see just the subtle lines inside the mouth there. This is just overall, Tommy makes a beautiful primo figure. I can see why they cost so much retail. I can see why they cost so much online, but really it is like, if I can find these for cheap like this is just an awesome find. The unfortunate thing about this guy is that he doesn't stand very well. He was actually leaning on Smurfette on the table for him to be displayed, but nonetheless it is a Pikachu, and it is a really welcome addition to my collection. The boys are going to be hard pressed to have me keep this one, but I'm sorry guys, you have lots of Pokemons yourselves. I'm gonna keep this guy. So I couldn't find an exact listing for this exact figure, but the pricing below is sort of relative pricing for individual Tommy figures of this size, just to give you sort of a scale here. I mean, literally, he's only like 1.5 inches tall, so he is tiny. But yeah, even these 1.5 inch tall figures are running a good premium on eBay. So if you find these in the wild, in the thrifty wild, you are very fortunate to keep that for a very much less than collector's pricing. Again, this is an awesome Pikachu manufactured by Tommy, a 1.5 inch Pokemon figure. Really great find today. Rounding out the cute part of our haul today, we've got this awesome, love the expression, a Yoshi. Now in 2017, just last year, Happy Meal toys included a whole series of Super Mario World toys from Nintendo, and this is just one of them. Yoshi doesn't, it doesn't have anything he's writing. It almost looks like he's supposed to write anything, but this is just a position he does when he sticks out his tongue. And if you play any of the Super Mario World games, when Yoshi sticks out his tongue, he consumes either an enemy or fruit to either heal or to also use as a weapon. He can actually expunge the swallowed item to use as a projectile against your enemies in the video game. So you have to appreciate just how beautiful they made these particular toys. Really nice and big, nice and meaty looking, even though it's made out of an inexpensive plastic. It's really nice looking figure, beautifully painted, really nice and bright. There's not a lot of extra detail that they had to embellish onto Yoshi because he is a video game character, so this really represents him very well. As you can sort of see, take a whole 360 look at this guy. I mean, he's just an adorable figure. So really fortunate to find, and it's not hard to find these because they are relatively new, so finding them in the thrift store scene right now is really easy, and you can complete a whole set of them. I'm again, another collection highlight I have planned for Happy Meal toys. I have a bunch of these already, and I'm really fortunate to find these. Again, for about 50 cents a figure, it's even cheaper than me getting them in the wild when I go to McDonald's themselves. So really happy to find an awesome 2017 Yoshi from the Super Mario World McDonald's Happy Meal line. Really great find. Now this little guy, imitating Batman, this is Donatello from the 2016 Viacom Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line, again from McDonald's Happy Meals. So the wings are actually being waved using this button on the back, and you can just sort of see that he's in this fixed position, so there is no articulation on Donatello here, but overall a really nice figure. You can sort of appreciate just it is minimalistic lines, but the Viacom series is drawn like this, so it does represent him fairly well. There is a little bit of, there is no articulation outside of the wings being able to flap, but it is nice that both of the wings seem to flap really well, and that is in really decent condition. Minimalistic lines on this. There's not a lot of extra detail other than the texturing on his belt there. You can sort of see 2 ninja stars on there. You got his knee pads are molded on there, even though they're only painted on the front. They do continue around the back there, and his wraps around his feet aren't painted; they are just green. So a little bit of minimalism when it comes to the way it was painted, but still nonetheless a really nice figure. I've got a ton of these too. So again, I keep saying it. Some collection highlights are in order because I've really got to sort through some of this stuff and really show you all the really cool stuff I've accumulated since I started this channel. But in any case, this is a 2016 Donatello from the Viacom Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line from McDonald's Happy Meals. All right, now this obviously it's super recognizable. This is Spiderman, and this is actually from the Playskool Hasbro series of Marvel Adventurers. This is from 2011, Spiderman, 5 inches tall, and a really cool figure all around. Now I've been seeing this little hex thing forever, and I really need to see these Playskool toys. Oh, there you go, Playskool toys in the wild, in the retail wild versus the thrifty wild, because I need to know what these pegs are for. I think they're for accessories, but if you squeeze his leg, that's how you make his web slinging action, which is really cool, and it still does the action. But the fact that it's a 5-inch figure just makes this a really nice meaty find. I've been using that term a lot today, but it really is. I mean, if you can see it in the light, just a really nice amount of detail. It's very well done, really nicely printed. Being a Playskool toy versus more of a geared towards an older audience, they didn't put a lot of extra effort as far as shading. So there's it's just straight blue, straight red, no extra, inking to embellish the lines in his costume. But because it's such a big figure, you can sort of see the lines very easily, especially in this light. So really awesome looking guy. I love that web slinging action. That is really cool. If I can make him do a close-up, that's a really great pose. Stands really well, obviously. And the articulation is very limited because of the action. So his legs are fixed in this position, minus the fact that you can squeeze the legs to raise his arm. This arm has articulation in the shoulder and in the elbow. His head also has articulation. But this guy, that is actually part of the spring-loaded action in here. So you can sort of adjust his arm so that it can raise higher or lower. But I wouldn't recommend you doing that ratchet, clicking action too often, because you can actually wreck the spring-loaded action that's included in the toy. So with care, this is gonna actually last really long, and I love just how buff and awesome that looks. Really cool mix of slim with the oversized hands and feet. So the Playskool toys the Playskool toys are really just very appealing to me. Like they really do look cool. It's a more kid-like version depiction of my favorite Marvel superheroes and DC heroes, but nonetheless these are just super well done and really nice to display alongside my even more advanced toys, quote unquote, that are more geared towards a collector. So a really nice find from, again, 2011, a Playskool Heroes Spider-Man action figure from Hasbro, a big 5-inch tall figure with web slinging action. Pretty awesome. Now this awesome guy is, if you are a WWE fan, this is obviously John Cena. So this is a really nice 7-inch figure, and it's just like really primo. So I have to just sort of do a nice long look at this, just because you can just sort of see, as a wrestling figure, this is really cool. You can see all the awesome muscle detail in the light, and just a really great depiction. It really captures the look of him. Square jaw, nice little crew cut there, really nice with the shorts there, and the knee pads, the runners, the socks. Even really look at the calves on this guy. This is a really meaty figure, and this is really awesome. Like, this is a really primo figure for articulation even. So there's neck up and down action. They've got shoulders and elbow articulation. There's a little bit of wrist. In the twist in the hips, and then there's leg articulation, both near the hip and as well as the knees, even in the feet too. It has a little bit of give there. So this is a really primo figure, but primo figures like this really have a premium online. So the pricing below reflects quite a range, and the top end range for this guy is ridiculous. I can't believe how sought after this might be. But my youngest here is very lucky because I promised that this would go to him, and I am more than happy to give it to him. But I had to share it with you guys first to sort of see look at the primo stuff that you can find at Value Village and at the thrift stores. This is a sought after figure online, and I found it in really decent condition for in this $3.99 package. Again, it only works out to be about 50 cents a figure. So this cost me 50 cents. So you know, I'm hoping that it will be inspiring and encouraging for my fellow collectors, that maybe the thrifty way isn't so bad. Oh, look at that. There's even some articulation in the wrist. Look at that. So a really awesome premium John Cena. This is from the World Champions series. John Cena, made by Mattel, big 7-inch figure to end off the haul. You can't see me. That's just what he says. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner, signing off for now. I so appreciate your likes, your comments, your subs, and your visit, and your support for this channel. And I hope you enjoyed today's haul. A really cool mix of cute and cool and really fortunate finds. Especially the John Cena figure. That is like just the chase figure for this haul. Even if I'm not keeping it for myself, that is a very sought after figure, and I'm really fortunate to find it for a whole 50 cents for this particular reveal. So yeah, altogether, this is just a great haul, and I hope you enjoyed the share today. Again, it is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. I wish you happy hunting and happy collecting, and I hope that all of your finds, thrifty or otherwise, are equally awesome. Please hit like and subscribe so that you know what is new and happening here at Richard's Corner, and please also hit that little bell icon to be instantly notified when something new has been uploaded. Again, I appreciate your visit today, guys. My viewers are what makes Richard's Corner the great place that it is, and please spread the word that you know, we've got more hauls and reveals to do for you in the very near future. Again, Richard for Richard's Corner signing off for now. Stay tuned for the next video, and we will see you next time. Thanks again for visiting Richard's Corner.